Mr. Chairman, I move that the board authorize the board chair to execute an employment agreement with Chancellor Kent Hance under the terms and conditions set forth in executive session, and that at such time as he is no longer employed as Chancellor, Kent Hance shall become and be recognized with all the attendant honors and responsibilities as Chancellor Emeritus of the Texas Tech University System, and I so move.
Motion passes.
Chancellor?
I plan to retire at the end of this year and stay on next year until we find a successor. May well be September, I hope not, but it may be April or May. And so we'll work that out with the board. The hard work that these regents and these administrators trying to make sure every dollar counts. We're the only school that we can find in the United States that's a public school that in 2 years out of the last 6 did not raise tuition, fees, or room and board. That's unheard of in this time. I told people I'm not going to retire until I raise $1 billion. We did that in February, but the campaign wasn't over until August. When the campaign was over in August, I started looking at what I was going to do. And by the way, the campaign raised $1,069 million. We'd never had anything like that at Texas Tech. A lot of people had to give. Closing, I would say, I told my wife that I'd take this job for 3 to 5 years, and she had arithmetic when she was at the University of Texas. She could count at 7. And finally get on it's 7. It's not 3 to 5. Well, I will stay connected with Texas Tech, and I will work something out to do something with Texas Tech, and I may go back and practice a little law, and may do some traveling and some things like that. The other thing, I guess on a personal note, getting the chapel built and giving the money for that. And I think that right now, coaching, Cliff Kingsbury and Tubby Smith, Candace White, Whitaker, I never won her name, Candace White. Do I have any fans that want to trade Cliff Kingsbury? No. Do I have any fans that want to trade Tubby Smith? No. We've got the right people. Cliff Kingsbury, he loves Texas Tech. He's not going to be looking around. He's going to be here. He's one of us. Well, I think that position would be one that would be subject to the call of the Chancellor. If he wanted me to help in fundraising, if he wanted me to help with legislative matters, I would. But that person will be the boss. They should be entirely in charge. And that's the way I want it. That's the way the board wants it. It's the way it should be. The worst thing you can do is have emeritus, meddling in their business, and that's not going to happen. Graduation. Boy, I love graduation. I love to talk at it. I love to shake their hands, and they're happy, and they should be happy. There's a lot of excitement there, and it's just, I think the regents would agree with me on that. It's fun. Now, some guy goes by majoring in dairy or something. It makes it a little tough when you can. I fist bump them after about 2,000. I start fist bumping. No, I can't think of anything. I'm sure there would be, but look, in life, if you get to spending your time on well, if I'd done this or if I'd done that, you're going to miss some of the fish in front of you. So you got to concentrate. And when you have things go wrong, when you have problems, you got to stay concentrated on your goal. What is the goal? And my goal when I got here, it's simple: grow 40,000 at Texas Tech by 2020, Angelo State 10,000, Health Science Center 5,000. Y'all are at that now. You'll get to 7,000. And those were things that increase research. Those were things, but also to be a friendly university that cares about the student. I think that's important. And parents and people that you're recruiting, they sense it if you care. They know that you care. I will say this in regard to that. I hope Lubbock, Texas understands what Texas Tech is to Lubbock, Texas. You look at what we've done since I've been here, we've added almost 9,000 students.
Well, I just wanted to wish him the very best. He's done an outstanding job here at Texas Tech, for Texas Tech University, and for Texas Tech system. And you know, he's had a wonderful run, 7 years, and I just want to wish him the very best as he moves on. Well, he's just a great person. He's got wonderful ideas, great vision, lots of energy. He's a great people person, and I think all of those qualities together have made him a very effective chancellor. Well, again, somebody that has really understands what Texas Tech is all about, and has a vision for Texas Tech that is consistent with the direction we've been having in the last 5 to 7 years. You know, we're on a very positive trajectory, and we want to make sure that somebody comes in and really adds to that in a positive way.
Well, if I'm here as Chancellor Emeritus, I will do whatever the Chancellor wants me to do. I'm going to continue to teach my leadership course. I enjoy that. I think it's a good class for the students because we bring in a lot of top-notch people from throughout the nation. Well, I got emotional at the very end when I talked about my mother and dad. And I just got to thinking about how proud they would be right now. And that, because they didn't get to go to college. And they'd be extremely proud. I wish they could live this long. I've achieved most of my dreams. I wanted to do well in politics. I did pretty well. I made it to U.S. Congress. And, I had a good career in law practice, and I'll be affiliated with my law firm again. And so, you know, it's been good. I love Texas Tech. Dream no little dreams, and God bless Texas Tech. Thank you.